Okay, so there are 11 things that I think that will make your pregnancy better than what it could be, have been, or would have been. Stay tuned. Okay, first things first. If you see me looking over here to the side, that's me looking at my notes that I have on my laptop. So let's just jump right into it. These are things what I think will make your pregnancy better if you're pregnant right now. And yeah, so let's jump into it. Number one, you have to stay hydrated. And by doing so, you have to drink water. We all know what water is good for. We've all been told we should drink water. It flushes out our system. It keeps us, moisturized and hydrated and all that good stuff. You still have to drink it when you're pregnant. You should drink it even more while you're pregnant, I think. Not only that, it helps clean or keep your amniotic fluid, which is the fluid that your baby is sitting in. It helps it to keep it cleaner and just kind of fresh. That's what I was told. So, and also a tip that I got from my doctor is if you're going for an ultrasound and you're not getting like the 3D, or even if you are getting a 3D or the 4D or whatever, when you're going for an ultrasound, if you drink plenty of water, you gotta be on it. If you just drink a bunch of water, start like the day before you go in to have the ultrasound, it will make your amniotic fluid clear, so that you can get a better picture of your baby. And who doesn't want that? So yeah, that's number one. Number two, stay moisturized. You have to moisturize your skin, okay? Especially if you do not want to have stretch marks, or if you want to diminish your chances of getting stretch marks, because we all know that stretch marks is a genetic thing, or there's a specific percentage that is connected to genetics on getting stretch marks. Then the other part of that percentage is moisturizer. And what I used was some, what is it called? Eucerin or something like that. Anyway, I'll have to figure out what it is and I'll post it at the bottom in the information box. But you have to stay moisturized. And from my research when I was pregnant, I noticed that the majority of women who use the cocoa butter for stretch marks, the pregnancy cocoa butter brand, I think you know what I'm talking about. The majority of the women who use that said that it didn't work. So what I would suggest is to not even look at that stuff, just bypass it. You could try shea butter moisturizer, or just pure shea butter, or pure, I don't know, just do your research and find one that works for you. But to me is you have to stay moisturized. Moisturize your belly and moisturize your skin altogether, but specifically your belly. And also try not to scratch when it comes to those stretch marks, because again, a certain percentage comes from scratching that gives you stretch marks, and the other percentage comes from moisturizer, and the other percentage comes from genetics. But we're not talking specific numbers though. Okay, number three, Kegels or Kegels or Kegels, or however you want to pronounce it. I call it Kegels. You want to do your Kegels. What that does is strengthens your pelvic floor muscle, and that keeps everything good and tight together. Not only while you're pregnant, but after you're pregnant, because you want to keep those muscles tight so that when you get bigger and you start to sneeze, depending on how big you are, your chances of peeing on yourself will be pretty low. And it will help you with delivery, because if you stay up on your Kegels throughout your pregnancy, your chances of ripping or tearing will be low. So you want to stay on that. So keep doing your exercises, okay? Not only that, but if you do your Kegels often now, after you have your baby, because let's just be frank, when you have a baby and that head come out, it's going to stretch, okay? It's going to stretch that. So when you have the baby, you want everything to go back tight, okay? So if you do Kegels during pregnancy, your chances of you going back to your normal, will be better. I hope y'all stand with me what I'm trying to say without saying it. But anyway, do your Kegels. I also have over here that rips and tears is 75% muscle tone and 25% doctor. Because, you know, some doctors are just so quick to tell you, oh, we have to cut you, we're going to have to give you an episiotomy, so blah blah blah. But you really don't have to. It depends on the doctor, it depends on you and your birth plan, and if you're doing your Kegel. So stay on that. Number 4, sleep. Y'all know I'm working from home, right? So my phone's really good, but somebody got it. Okay, number 4, sleep. You have to get your rest. Don't feel bad for being sleepy. Don't feel bad because you can't stay awake throughout the movie with whoever it is that you're with. Don't feel bad because while you're over visiting somebody's house with your loved one or whoever you're with, your friend, your girlfriend, you're visiting and you fall asleep. Don't feel bad. You are helping creating life. You are carrying life in your, and it's taken a lot of you to do so. So don't feel bad about getting your rest. Get your rest. Get sleep. Get plenty of sleep. When you feel tired, go to bed, okay? Go to bed. Number 5. Okay, I'm not going to say eat healthy. I'm not going to say stick to a strict vegetables, fish, you know, no fried food, no junk food diet, because I didn't do that. So I'm not, those words will not come out of my mouth, okay? I'm not going to say that. But what I will say, hold on. Okay, what I will say is to keep it within moderation. Okay, what I did, I'm sick of saying okay, so I'm going to try not to say it anymore. But what I did was, I ate whatever it is that I crave, because you will crave some random stuff all the time. But what I did was kept it in moderation. Yeah, I ate that piece of cake at 11 o'clock at night. Or, yeah, I ate a piece of pie for breakfast. I really did eat a piece of pie for breakfast. But you get what I'm saying. Like, I ate it, but I didn't eat the whole pie. I ate a slice. Okay? Just because you are pregnant doesn't mean that you could just go eat up everybody's food out of the house, everybody's lunch at work. And it doesn't mean, that's not what it means. And don't use it as an excuse. Let's just be real. Okay? Don't use it as an excuse. Eat what you want, but eat it in moderation. But I will say, if you can't eat healthy, by all means do so. I couldn't do it, and I'm not going to push anybody else to do it. Let's just be real. Okay. And I'm still saying okay. Number 6. Stay clear-minded of negative thoughts. You know, negative thoughts need to be out the window. I personally think, this is just my theory, I think that how you feel, what you think, and just your whole attitude in general, I think all of that affects the baby. I could be wrong, I may be right. That's just what I think, my personal beliefs or whatever you want to call it. And I'm sticking to it. I don't really care what anybody else has to say about that, or I don't care. That's just what I think. The negativity, the negative thoughts needs to be in check quick, because it could ruin your whole experience of being pregnant. It's really, really a good time, actually, being pregnant. It's just how you look at it, what you take from it, and what you choose to gain from it. So keep the negative thoughts, attitude, people away. Okay? If you got a negative friend who's been your friend for however long, and they start to become negative, nip it in the bud quick, or just stop talking to that person, period, until you're not pregnant anymore. And that may seem mean, but you gotta do what you gotta do for the health of you and the health of your baby. So that's that. Oh, and to go with that, I guess it says keep emotions in check. If you're angry or sad, your baby may risk the chance of showing signs of those emotions once they have been born. Once again, it's my beliefs, my thoughts. Number 7. Don't believe what others tell you about labor. Labor is an experience. Everybody's is different. Everybody's pain tolerance is different, and it's just all different. You know, what one person says about labor doesn't necessarily mean that that's what the next person's labor would be like. We'll let that go. Yeah, because I would always ask people what their experience was or whatever, and they would tell me, oh, it's horrible. Getting an epidural is horrible. Okay, so I had in my head that, okay, dang, it might be kind of bad, but I'm not gonna, go off of what everybody else says. I'm gonna experience it for myself. I'm just that type of person who has to experience things for himself. Well, not depending on the situation. But I will tell you what everybody else has said, which is true. It does feel like cramps, menstrual cramps is, but like I said, everybody's different. So don't believe what everybody say about labor. Do your own research and make your own decisions about if you're going to do it natural or if you're going to get an epidural. Read. Knowledge is power. Okay, get you some books, internet research, Google. I was a Google freak when I was pregnant. Google, and I will give you a website that I think was awesome help for me, and that is babygaga.com. BABY-GAGA.com. That helped me a whole lot, and it's like a community. It's like a community based online community thing about pregnancy. But not only that, but after you have your baby, it still helps you with infants and toddlers and all that. So that's that. What number are we on? Number 9. Document your journey through pictures and video and also email. Now, what I say about email, or what I mean by email, is that, okay, what I did towards the end, like when I was 2 weeks before I delivered, me and my boyfriend, we created an email address for Zayden before he was born, and we would both just write emails to him about what's going on and what we hope for him and blah blah blah. I emailed him a picture of his ultrasound the day that I got it, and all that stuff. So then when he gets old enough to read and understand, then you can give him the password and he can go check his email from his or her email, for your kid when he gets older, and see all those emails that he got from his parents before he was even born. I think that's pretty cool. But he's crying, so I'll be right back. Okay, number 10. Don't use pregnancy as an excuse. Just because you're pregnant doesn't mean you can't go fix yourself something to eat. Just because you're pregnant doesn't mean you can't reach over and pass somebody the remote. Just because you are pregnant doesn't mean that you can't do whatever it is that you would do if you're not pregnant. Being pregnant does not keep you down. It doesn't enable you to do regular people things. It's not an excuse. Now, if your doctor tells you that you have to be on bed rest for whatever reason, or that whatever, then okay, fine. But don't use it as an excuse to drive everybody around you crazy. It's unnecessary. You can still move. You can still function, okay? Let's just be real. Number 11. Okay, once you find out you're pregnant, we already said that one. Okay, never mind. Number 11. Relax and enjoy. I hope this helps somebody out there, and don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Bye.